Nanookmetaal, tuk.
Hello friends, my name is nanookmetaal and I hope that you're having a good day. Here we are again, Shadow Raid, my favorite heist. The first heist I have spent a lot of time trying to stealth. Yeah, I do recall spending a lot of time and a lot of restarts before I actually managed to complete it, and I think it was just a normal as well. Good times, but really, this heist is what made me fall in love with stealthing in Payday 2, and ultimately caused this channel to be created. Because at some point I realized that, man, I could teach others how to stealth in Payday 2, and the rest is history, as they say. Between the previous video and this one, I've played a little bit more, got a little bit more of levels and skills, and got my judge back. I, you feel so naked without it. It's just so useful. Let's try and make sure we will steal as many things as we can. There's a crowbar. That's very handy. Yeah, it's been about a week now, probably, since I've uploaded the first video, and I'm so grateful for all the kind words. Just the fact that someone watched it, I was like, man, you guys still remember. It's incredible. Like, oh, oh boy, oh boy. We're gonna have to take a little detour here. Hopefully, we'll be okay. Maybe we should go upstairs and deal with the cameras. This is one of the heists where I don't mind wasting a pager on that. It's funny how quickly everything's come back, like all the memories of doing things. Oh, yeah. No cocaine. I'm definitely gonna go get rid of the cameras. This is just giving me unnecessary stress. Let's go upstairs. Oh, anything there? Gold. That's good. How many bags is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did play a little bit of Shadow Raid in the background. I know there's like a weird safe that has been added to the game. We'll try open it. Just in case you haven't played Payday in a long time and you don't know what's in there. Truth be told, I've opened it, but I still don't understand what's in there. We'll get there soon. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm really touched by some of the comments, especially the guy who said, "Thanks for making my childhood." Bro, you really made me feel old there. I think this guy's going. Sorry, I probably could have carried him, but I don't know. I didn't wanna. I panicked. Okay, fine. Like, I admit it. I admit it. I probably could have just hand tied him and arrested him and walked him. Ah, that sucks. I got the guards, extra guards, not the container. What am I gonna do? Can I jump down? Am I gonna die if I? Oh boy, this is a bad idea. Oh, I survived. Great. Okay, that was an okay idea actually. Yeah, so like that guard there is a new thing. Last time I played Payday 2, like back in the day, I don't remember there being a walking guard in. I don't remember there being this guard either. What is happening? Wow. Lots of guards out here, lots of guards in the... Oh, that sucks. Oh man, this is going downhill fast. I will be able to take that guy, but I just don't like the fact that I'm wasting my pagers. Whoa, he even shot. He shot, but no one hurt him. Which is weird as well, because you'd think people would have hurt him. Also, like, he shot us, he died. That has never happened before. A lot of things are... Either I forgot them, which is quite possible, not having played Payday 2 for many, many years. But I feel like it's just something that was added to the game to like add excitement, if that's the right way to say it. And I don't know if I don't like it, because I obviously, like, not familiar with any of this. Like, I'm like an old man who's confused and scared, and yeah. That's fine. How many pages do we still have? We still have 3 out of the 4 pages. The other way around, sorry. 1 out of the 4 pages. It's nighttime. I got off work and a little bit tired, a little bit sleepy. I just yeah, got excited a little bit by the very, very kind comments and like that. Yeah, someone actually bothered. Like, oh man, it's so crazy to think that, like, the amount of time that has passed, and like my life is so different from like 10 years ago, back when the nanookmetaal channel first started. And I'm sure everyone who's watched and who's here, your life would be so drastically different from back then, and hopefully in a good way. You know, hopefully you're doing things that you're interested in, and you're finding growth and prosperity in your life. And if there are challenges, then I wish you strength and a chance to go through all your problems. I think for me personally, the 10 years that went past were, for the most part, good. Like, it's just obviously, you know, back then I was at uni and kind of still trying to figure out my career, and moved countries. And I know, moving from New Zealand to Australia, it's like, is that even moving countries? You're just kind of like going from one village to another, so I might say. But you know, I still had still let go of all my belongings and kind of packed only the things that I thought were important, like my desktop and my record player and my record collection, and let's see what other things that I brought from New Zealand. I mean, like personal things like clothes and stuff, of course, but yeah, definitely lost a lot along the way. Like, from a very young age, I was into like restoring furniture or just making furniture, partially because I was broke, and like I found this coffee table under the stairs of an apartment where I used to live, and it was all like water damaged. Beautiful solid timber though. It's just that. Oh yeah. Okay, what am I doing? I want to go into safety. Yeah, it's just because it's set out there under the elements. It got wet and it was all gray and dull. I left a note there saying, "Hey, is this anyone's? Does anyone want this?" And after like a week or a few days, no one responded, and I was like, it was a pretty safe bet that no one cared about it. So I was like, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna restore it. So like, hold it up to the apartment, found some sandpaper, sanded it, which revealed the nice timber under it, and then managed to obtain some clear coat and like some putty to fix some of the imperfections, and then got the... Oh, that is a lot. That's a lot of guards, guys. Seriously, stop hogging the upper floor. I wanna do some loot from there. And yeah, ultimately managed to like restore the thing, and it was it was the first piece of furniture I fixed, and after that there are a few more things that I've done. Like I had a very nice Remo desk that I bought for $20. So yeah, I do a lot of things with my hands. A few years back, me and my missus built a house together, and it was a pretty bare bone setup in a sense of like we just tried to keep it cheap. It wasn't painted inside, and the landscaping wasn't done. Like a whole bunch of stuff wasn't done. But you know, it had a roof and it had utilities, and I was like, that's fine. You know, all the other stuff we can do it. We can do it ourselves. Like planted a lot of plants myself, like Australian native plants. So I love that stuff because that helps the local bees, the local birds and little rodents. I had a little quail run around on my verge before. It was like that was so cool. A quail. And I didn't even know quails live in the wild. I thought it was like I don't know, like a farm bird or of sorts. Apparently there is a bush quail that can live around our area. So yeah, it feels nice to like hope. Like I know it's not a lot, but like contributing to nature and not destroying the nature too much. Yeah, career-wise, I suppose. Like back when I was doing Payday 2, actually, I was at uni doing psychology. Wanted to become a therapist, and then I moved to Australia from New Zealand, and realized that you don't get a student loan if you're not an Australian citizen. And I was like, crap, I don't have money to pay for postgrad. Definitely not smart enough to get a scholarship. And so I started working here, like worked in a pharmacy for a bit. And at the time I thought, oh man, like I could go and become a pharmacist and then maybe like run my boss's shop and maybe eventually take over or buy my own pharmacy or something, because pretty solid business and the job's interesting. And then I was like, well, if I'm gonna go back to uni and like spend another n number of dollars and also time, of course, like spend my time and be broke student again, what am I gonna do? And like, do I really want to be a pharmacist? And as much as like I enjoy working in the pharmacy as an assistant at the time, it was a fun job. Like I feel like it's better than retail because like it's a little bit more intellectual, but it's still sort of like got that retail vibe. But you get to do cool shit, like do drugs all day and kind of be part of the chain that helps people. Like you're not a doctor, fine, like you're not a pharmacist, but hopefully your work like adds a little bit of value to people's health outcomes. At the end, I was like, well, yeah, as much as I like doing this, I don't think that's like my career thing that I would be interested in spending the rest of my life, like even as much as like psychology was. But at the time when I first graduated, like when I finished high school, I was thinking about computer science as well. And like literally I applied for computer science, I applied for psychology, got accepted for both. Although that's a long story. I didn't really like do well at school. I remember my high school teacher, like my homeroom teacher over the college, is like, what are you doing with your life when you finish high school? It's creeping. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to uni. And she's like, but your grades are not very good. I was like, I don't know, I will figure it out. I did, like, because there was this like intake program that you do for 1 year at Auckland Uni at the time, and it was like the first time they ran it as well. I've got my diploma just to the left of me right now, and so I did that for a year, and that gives you access to uni. I was like, yeah, great, I got this. Like, yeah, I think I honestly believe if you want something hard enough, you'll find a way to do it. Like it might not happen immediately. You might not be as quick, or or it might not happen for you as quickly, or like in as many attempts as other people. Maybe other people do it quicker, and it will seem so easy for them, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, when it's not a race, it's not a comparison. Like we're all on our own journey, and that's why I never like at the time doubted that I'll go to uni, even though I wasn't doing that well at school. But just like, I'll find a way, and I did. And yeah, so I went, and at the end I was like, I'm gonna do psychology, and didn't didn't decide to do computer science, but then I did it anyway. So, um, yeah, it's weird, but I the more time that goes on, the more I'm glad that I've kind of like got exposed to both. Maybe you don't necessarily have to go to uni twice. Like it does take a little bit of time, right? And time better spent as well. But I really am glad that I've got exposed to like psychology, which is everything about the human thinking, like you name it, like depression, right? All the bad stuff, like anxiety, but all the good stuff as well. Like how do people learn? How do people um, develop, grow? Like childhood psychology was so interesting. Sports psychology, which is a unit that I did, was unbelievable because it's probably one of the few examples in psych that are about positive psychology, because everything else looks at some kind of disorder, like, oh, you're crazy, you're like, you've got schizophrenia, you've got like epilepsy, you've got some other disorder. But sports psychology looks at like, like sportsmen, they're at the top of the game, right? And then it looks at how can we help you be better, like perform better, be more consistent, or whatever it is, not to choke during a performance, like when ultimately come to a best possible outcome. As I was saying, like psychology, I find it so fascinating, and over the years it like helped as well. Well, also going to therapy, and learning more about like things just help like to deal with some of the stuff that happened in life, and some of it was like pretty crap. Some of it was more about like, why do I feel anxious? And then you're like, I don't even know why. And sometimes you just like, there is no. I guess the thing about anxiety is that you don't know what the cause is, right? And you're like, what is happening? Like I don't know why I'm anxious, but not knowing is causing you more anxiety. Like it's one of the weirdest things like to have, and so many people have it, and like I feel in a way blessed that I had a chance to kind of develop skills and tools to have it a lot more under control than I did when I was younger. IT, if you can think about like what is the opposite of humans, right? Human thinking, human cognition. It's technology, and I'm like, yeah, I'm working in that as well. And it's like, even though they're polar opposites, there's so much you can do with these two together, right? As individual fields, but you combine them, and you're like, whoa, there's like it's a whole new thing. So if you haven't played Payday 2 in a while and you haven't seen the save, prepare to be amazed. Ta-da! Okay. No idea what the tape's all about. Must be some kind of lore thing, but I have not been up to date with any of that. Who is this? Alright, time to go. 50 banks. That will give me some levels, that will give me some money. Will help us continue with our missions. We'll play something else. I saw there are like 5 new heists that are stealthable that I haven't even seen before, so obviously I haven't played before. I'll probably play like some of the more familiar ones for a little bit, maybe Framing Frame and Election. There's so many heists that I want to do that I haven't played in so long, so... But that kind of brings me to a little bit to like the long-term thing of what am I going to do. I might just upload for a little bit longer, like play until I get bored again, because really we're just trying to check out what this new Diesel 3 engine is. By the way, if you're trying it and you're getting stuttering, then try restart the computer. Or maybe by the time you're watching this, some updates came out and it's better. But I've noticed that if I restart, then it works better for me. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not in a position to like make tutorials. I barely know the game myself now, and as you saw, and so I'm just gonna ramble about shit, like whatever comes to mind. I'm doing a lot of working on cool stuff that's not related to Payday 2 or gaming at all. I might talk about that. Yeah, ultimately, just like with everything I do, I like, honestly, I just do it for fun. So if you can't have fun with what you do, then what's the point? Anyway, again, thanks so much for everyone who watched the other one, the first video. I don't know, like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. People still remember. Someone's the other comment that I found hilarious was like, the intro sound it's like activated me like a sleeper agent. Dude, that was hilarious. And everyone else who commented, thanks so much, guys. So good to hear from you. Hope you have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye bye.